Well, here we are into the new year, and I don't know about you, but life isn't easy, is it? We've still got lots of struggles with the pandemic, and it's just all sorts going on. Sometimes it's difficult to read what we should do. So many people getting infected, and then the chances that all of us or most of us will get it at some point. It can be very, very discouraging. And so what am I going to say to encourage you today? Well, over the past 18 months, I've been every now and again dipping into a biography about Winston Churchill. And it's quite a big book, and it's 850 pages so far. And what I found is here was a guy who, in the early stages of the war, when there was no hope of winning, he enabled this nation, Great Britain, to keep on going. About just a few weeks after Winston became Prime Minister, Dunkirk happened. And, Dunkirk wasn't a great victory, it was a defeat. The British Army had been fighting in France, and there they were now on the beaches, defeated. And it was only heroic people that got so many of our servicemen back. But of course, they came back with no weapons. Everything had to be left behind. Obviously, we were very thankful to get the men back. But that's one of the first things that happened after Winston Churchill became Prime Minister. And then it wasn't long before we had the Battle of Britain. Again, it was a victory, as it were, for the UK, because we managed to keep Germany at bay. But, if you looked across the world over the next year at least, it was bleak. The Germans were winning everywhere. Rommel was marching across North Africa. Our armies were being defeated, retreating time and time again. And Churchill, even though he did not know how we were going to win, he used to say, he had a phrase, KBO it was, and not the sort of phrase I would normally use, but I need to use it in the context here. It was keep buggering on. And that's what he used to say. He used to end his phone calls with that. It's like, I don't know what to do, just KBO. Just keep going. And apparently if he was in the presence of ladies, he would change it to keep plodding on. And it's the same thing. It's like, don't give up. Don't give up. And I think today, here's the key. Don't give up. We can look at everything around us and think there's no hope. But I want to encourage you not to give up. And I'm going to read a little bit from the Bible. This is from 2 Corinthians chapter 4. And this is what Paul said. But we have this treasure in jars of clay, to show that this all-surpassing power is from God and not from us. We are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed. Perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not abandoned. Struck down, but not destroyed. We always carry around in our body the death of Jesus, so that the life of Jesus may also be revealed in our body. And what that really is telling us is that it starts off saying we're jars of clay. What it means is we're ordinary. We're not the special people. We're just ordinary. And so many things come against us, but yet we don't give up. And in the end, he says, look, we carry around us the marks of the death of Jesus. In a sense, Christians today just know this, that the death of Jesus was tough. It was tough, and we all can experience tough times because of Jesus. But don't give up. Because we experience those tough times, so he gives to us his life. And so I would encourage you today, whether you're a believer in Jesus Christ or not, don't give up. As we look over the last couple of years, it's been tough on everyone. And a lot of things have gone by the wayside, a lot of businesses and so on. And I have noticed too that churches are struggling as well. Some are closed and some are really struggling right now. And, you know, we need to pray for them too, because I believe that the Church of Jesus Christ can give help and answers to all those around us. If you look at things like the food bank, which is on our news so often now, and, you know, started by Christians, you know, and so often manned by Christians as well, comes from the church. And I would say to you today, whatever your faith, turn to Jesus for help. He will guide you. He will lift you up. St. Paul went through tremendous trials. He was shipwrecked. He was beaten. He was stoned. He was in prison more than once. He was misunderstood. But he just kept going on. As he wrote to the Corinthians in this passage, he says, don't give up. And I would say to you this morning, don't give up. Even if your faith is very small, don't give up, because there is real hope on the horizon. We may not see it, just like Winston Churchill couldn't see it for at least a couple of years of the war, if not more. But then, of course, the tide turned. The tide is going to turn. Keep hanging on. Keep KBO. God bless you. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.